In the stillness of the night, the secrets of the past come alive. Dead men and women tell tales, tales of untold mysteries, lost truths and hidden shadows. Join me, your guide through the unknown, as we uncover the stories they've left behind. If you enjoy these tales, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay connected to the mysteries that await. Who were you before the story began?
I was a little girl living in a simple neighborhood in Gaza where life, despite its hardships, was filled with warmth. Our house was small, but its walls preserved our laughter and family conversations. Every morning, my mother would wake me up with a smile and pack my school bag while the aroma of taboon bread she baked filled the air. I loved going to school, where I learned letters and numbers and painted my dreams on white paper in vibrant colors. I ran with my friends through the narrow alleys of the neighborhood, singing and playing hide and seek, hiding among the scattered trees. I never imagined there was anything in the world that could steal these moments from us.
How did everything change?
One day, as we played in front of the house, there was a massive explosion. The sound was like unending thunder, shaking the ground beneath my feet. I felt something strike me hard, then silence. When I opened my eyes, I was lying on the ground, surrounded by people. I looked at my arm, but it wasn't there. In its place was a piece of cloth soaked in blood, staining the earth. I tried to scream, but my voice was faint. My mother was holding my other hand and crying, but she tried to appear strong. She said, "Don't be afraid. We'll go home soon." But I never returned home the same.
What happened to childhood after that?
After losing my arm, everything changed. I could no longer play as I used to, nor could I draw, the hobby I loved. I learned to write and draw with my other hand, but it was difficult and painful. I felt like I was different from everyone else, as if the war had left its mark on me. Despite the pain, my family tried to help me carry on with my life. My father would carry me to school, and my mother would help me change my clothes. But even school wasn't the same. The constant bombings made everyone live in fear.
Did the war stop at your arm?
The war didn't stop. A few months after the first incident, one night, while I was sitting with my siblings at home, another explosion occurred. It was more powerful than anything I'd ever heard before. I felt like I was flying through the air and then crashing hard to the ground. When I opened my eyes, my father was holding me, tears streaming down his face. I tried to move my legs, but I couldn't. When I looked, I realized my left leg was gone. I had become completely helpless, unable to move or play. I felt like a burden on my family.
Was that enough?
It wasn't enough. On another day, while I was alone at home, another explosion occurred. I couldn't hear anything but a ringing in my ears. I tried to move, but I couldn't. When I looked at my other leg, I realized it too was gone. I crawled on the ground, surrounded by destruction and smoke. There was no one to help me. I felt like I was suffocating, not just from the smoke, but from the pain and despair.
How did the story end?
On the final night, we were all in a small room trying to take shelter from the bombing. We were silent, as if we knew the end was near. The final explosion occurred, and I felt like everything around me was collapsing. The darkness was the last thing I saw.
What remains after death?
Now I'm in a place with no pain, but I'm not happy. I miss the sound of my mother calling my name. I miss my school and my friends. I miss the simple things, like the smell of taboon bread and playing hide and seek under the olive tree. I wonder, why did all this happen? Why was the war stronger than my childhood and dreams?
A message to the world.
My story isn't mine alone. It is the story of thousands of children in Gaza who lost their lives, dreams, and even their names. We don't choose war, but war chooses us, taking everything from us and leaving the world silent. Isn't this enough to move hearts? Or have the sounds of war become louder than our cries?
Thank you to the soul who shared their story with us today. Your words will continue to echo in the hearts of those seeking the truth. If you enjoyed this exploration of the mysteries beyond, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's keep uncovering the untold.